Welcome to Online Study for You, a step solution for all your placement needs. Well, guys, if you are new to this channel or haven't subscribed this channel till now, then do consider subscribing our channel because this really going to be very helpful for you if you are preparing for Accenture exam. Well, in this video, we are going to solve some pseudo codes that were asked in Accenture exam recently, right? So without wasting your time, let's get started with the video now. But first of all, let me tell you some tips. Like we will be understanding the approach how we can solve pseudocodes, especially how we can approach bitwise operators, because three operators, bitwise operators, first is or, second is bitwise and the third is bitwise or. So you guys are facing lots of difficulties. So first I will clear the agenda, or I will clear the approach that how you can solve pseudocodes with the help of these bitwise. So see, understand, suppose this is A and this is B and this is resultant or our output. So if we have to perform A XOR B, this is bitwise XOR, right? So in bitwise operations, we need to convert decimal into binary, right? So suppose I have 5 as A and 2 as B, right? And I need to perform XOR operation in this. So what I will do, first of all, I need to convert 5 into binary, then 2 into binary, then we will take the XOR operation, right? So how we can convert 5 into binary? So there is a short trick. We will write 8, 4, 2, 1. This is nothing but 2 raised to the power 0, 2 raised to the power 1, 2 raised to the power 2, and 2 raised to the power 3. Right? According to our need, we can expand it further as well, like 16, 32, and so. Right? But in this case, we have smaller digits, so 5 and 2. So how we can make 5? 4 plus 1 will be 5, right? So we will mark 4 and 1's position as 1 and 1, and remaining will be 0. So this is the binary code for 5. Now for making 2, what I will do, 2 is enough only. So 1 and rest are 0. Right? This is the binary code for 2. Now I need to perform XOR operation. So let's understand the truth table of XOR. Then I will tell you the shortcut trick. Right? So suppose A value is 1, B value is 0. So the resultant will be 1. If A value is 0, B value is 1. So the resultant will be 1. If A is 0 and B is also 0, so the resultant will be 0, and A is 1, B is 1, so the resultant will be 0. So what is the conclusion? If both of the values are different, so the output will be 1, right? If both of the values are same, so the output will be 0. Here we can see that this is same, so the output will be 0. Again, here this is same and this is same, so the output will be 0. So the conclusion is, if we have the different values in both of the operands, so the answer will be 1. If we have different values, so the answer will be 1, and if we have same values, then the answer will be 0. Same thing will apply here. So 1 and 0 both are different, so the answer will be 1. 0 and 1 both are different, so the answer will be 1. 1 and 0 both are different, so the answer will be 1. And here 0, 0, so it will be 0. So what it is? At the place of 4, we have 1, that means 4, then 2. So plus 1. So it will be 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So the output of 5 XOR 2 will be 7. Right? This is how we can solve 5 XOR 2. Now suppose I need to take 5 bitwise and 2, right? So again I need to convert them into binary. So we have already converted. Now we have to perform AND operation. So AND truth table is, let me make it here. I will only update the resultant value, right? So if one operand is 1 and other operand is 0, so the answer will be 0. If it is 0 and 1, so again 0. 0, 0, again 0, 1 and 1, 1. So the AND operation work like, if both of the operands are 1, only in that case it will return 1, and all the remaining cases will be 0. So we can perform the AND operation here again, right? So 1 and 0 will be 0, 0, 1 will be 0, 1 and 0 will be 0, 0, 0 will be 0. So all are 0, right? Because to make 1, we need 1 and 1, right? So all will be 0. So the resultant of 5 and 2 will be 0 only. Right? Now suppose I need to take OR, XOR and OR, right? This is bitwise OR. So OR truth table works like, if any of the operand is 1, so in that case the output will be 1, right? So it will be 1, 1, then here both are 0, so it will be 0 only, and here 1 and 1, so it will be 1. So this is for OR, right? This is for OR. So when we will take OR, so it will be 1 and 0, so it will be 1, 1 and 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, and 0, 0, 0. So it will become 7. So the answer of 5 or 2 will be 7, right? So this is how it will work. I hope the idea is clear to you, right? Now let's move on to the pseudo codes. Okay, so this is the very first code. Here we have three integers p, q, r, and we are setting some values into them. P assign 7, q assign 6, r assign 4. So let me write it here. P, q, and r. P is initially 7, q is initially 6, and r is 4. Right? Now here we need to check for a condition. And the condition is if Q XOR P, this is not power operator, this is XOR, right? So Q XOR P. So what is the value of Q? Is 6. This is 6. XOR P. P is 7, is less than R. R is 4. So here this is XOR. So we need to convert them into binary. Then we will solve it further, right? So what will be the binary code of 6? According to 8, 4, 2, 1. How we can make 6? 4 plus 2 will make 6. So we will mark 1 and 1 here and 0. Right? So this is the binary code for 6. Now for making 7, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7 and this will be 0. So this is the binary code for 7. Now we need to take XOR. So XOR will work if both of the operands are different. In that case, it will return us 1. So here different, 1. Here same, so it will be 0. Here again same, so it will be 0. Again same, it will be 0. So the answer is 1. So the resultant of this one wala part is 1 is less than 4. Yes, this condition is true. We will come here into the if part again. Then we will solve this. So in this, what we have 8 XOR R. So R value is 4 plus 7 plus P. P is 7 also is greater than Q XOR P. So Q was 6 XOR P is 7. All right. So first of all, we will solve this part and this part. Then we will compare and then we will go further. So let me make some space here. So 8 XOR 4, right? So I'm writing here directly 1, 0, 0 and 4 will be 1, 0, 0 and here 0. So we need to take XOR. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So what it will become? It will become 8 and 4, 12. So it will be 12 plus 14 is greater than 6 XOR 7. So again, let's find out 6 XOR 7. So 6 will be 1, 1, 0 and 7 will be 1, 1, 1. So the XOR will be 0, 1. So it will be 1 and rest are 0. So it will become 1. So yes, for sure, it will be greater than 1. So this condition is true. We will update the value of Q. Right? So let's update the value of Q. 12 and 11. XOR Q. So Q value is 6. So let's find out the AND of 12 and 11. And this is bitwise AND but not logical. Right? So we need to convert them 12 and 11 into binary first, then we will move further. So let me convert them here only. Eight, 4, 2, 1. So 12 will be 1, 1, 0, 0 and 11 will be 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 11. So it will become 0. And here we need to take AND. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. 1 and 1 will be only 1. So it will become 8. 8 XOR 6 now. So let's take 8 XOR 6, 1, 0, 0 and 0, 1, 1, 0. Right? 0, 1, 1, 1. So what it will become? 8, 4, 2, 1. So 8 plus 4 will be 12 plus 2 is 14. So it will become 14. So Q value has been updated to 14. Let me update it here as well. Right? Now, this is the else of this wala if part. So it will not be executed. After this and this second if will be ended. Now this if will be ended. Now again we need to update the value of R. So R is 7 plus P. So P was 7 only and it was never been updated. So it will be 14. At line number last, we need to print P plus Q plus R. So P value was 7 only, right? Plus Q value was updated to 14 plus R is updated to 14. So 14 plus 14 will be 28. 28 plus 7 will be 35. Right? So 35 will be the correct answer, option number 4. Because I need to tell you the solution thoroughly, one by one, each step I need to solve. And to teach you, it will take time, but when you will solve on your own after lots of practice, so it will not take this much of time, right? So don't need to worry about that. We are solving this time in between 2 to 3 minutes, but when you will practice more and more number of questions, you will be able to find out the answer in 1 minute only, right? So let's move on to the next question. So we have PQR and we have a condition. So let's check for the condition. So the condition is Q is less than R. So Q value is 8 is less than 6. Logical and R and P. So R value is 6 and P value is 5 is less than P. P is 5, right? So this is the logical and. So again for checking and both the condition or we can say both the operand should be true, right? So this will return as false because 8 is not less than 6. So it will return as false. So if any of the operand is false, so the whole condition will be false. So this whole condition if will be false and we will directly jump onto the last wala else part. And the last wala else is this. And we will come here, we will update the value of P to 9 plus 7. So it will become 16 plus R. So R is 6. So it will become 22. Now here print P plus Q plus R. So P has been updated to 22. So 22 plus Q. Q is 8 plus R is 6. Right? So 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 6 is 16 and it will be 36. So 36 option number B will be the correct answer for this question. The question was quite tricky. If you are not in your mind, then you can make some mistakes, but you need to solve attentively, right? So let's move on to the next question. The question is little bit blurred, but I will explain orally, right? So integer ABC, and here in the second line, B are setting some values into them. So A contains 8, B contains 3 and C contains 10. All right. Now in the third line, what we are doing, we are taking V XOR V plus C. Right. So V is 3 XOR 3 plus C. C is 10. So guys, see, there is a shortcut that if we are finding A XOR A, so the answer will be 0. Right. And if we are finding A XOR 0, so the answer will be A. Why? Because if we convert them into binary, so we will get the same code. Suppose I'm converting here, but if you will solve with the shortcut trick, you will solve your 1 minute, right? So 3 code will be 0, 1, 1, again 0, 1, 1. So as we all know that in XOR, if both of the values are same, so the answer will be 0. So here all is same, so the answer will be 0. So this is how we can write directly. So the answer will be 0 plus 10 is 10 and it will be assigned to C. So C is now 10, right? Then after this, again we are updating the value of C in the next line, C plus C. So C has been updated to 10. So 10 plus 10 will be 20 plus C. That means 10 because previous C was 10 now. So now it will become 30. So C is now 30. Print A plus B plus C. So A is 8, B is 3 and C is 30. So the answer will be 8 and 3 is 11. So it will be 41. Right? So 41 option number C will be the correct answer over here. I hope it makes sense. So let's move on to the next question now. All right. So the next question is, here again it is quite blurred. I am explaining orally. Integer ABC and A contains 5, B contains 2, C contains 6. All right. So here we are updating the value of V by taking A plus 6 XOR A. So what it will become? A is 5 plus 6 XOR A. That means 5. So it will become 11 XOR 5. So let's convert them into binary. So 11 binary code will be according to 8, 4, 2, 1. We can make 8 plus 2 plus 1 will be 11. And 5, 1, 0, 1 and here 0. We need to take XOR. So 1, 1 same, so it will be 0. 1, 0 different, it will be 1. 0, 1 different, it will be 1. 1, 0 different, it will be 1. So the answer will be 8 plus 4, that means 12 plus 2 is 14. So V value will be updated to 14. Right? So from here, we need to update the value of C to 1 plus 3 and V. Right? 1 plus 3 will be 4 and this is bitwise and so V. V is 14. So let's convert them into binary, then we will solve for the AND operation. So I am converting here directly. 4, 1, 0, 0, right? And for making 14, we will have 8 plus 4, 12, plus 2 is 14, and this is 0, this is 0. And 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 and 1 only will 1 because we are taking and 0, 1 will be 0, right? So this will be 4. So the answer will be 4 and this 4 assigned to C. So we have B value is 14 and C value is 4. These are the updated values, right? Again, we need to update the value of V to 9 plus 7. So it will become 16, right? 16 plus V. So V value will be again updated. So 16 plus V. V previous value was 14. So it will become 6 plus 4 will be 10. The carry will 1. So it will become 30. So the C value will, V value will be updated to 30 now. Print A plus B plus C. So A was never been updated. So is 5 only. B has been updated to 30 and C has been updated to 4, right? So it will become 5 and 4, 9 and 3. So 39. 39 option number D will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it makes sense. All right. So let's move on to the next question. We have integer A and then integer array of size 4 and these are the elements of our array 0, 2, 0, 3, right? So now we have to check for the condition if array of 3, that means the element that is on index number 3 plus 5 is less than 7 plus array of I can say like third index wala element, right? So let's check for the condition if array of 3, that means these are the indexes. Suppose these are the indexes and we have an array of size 4 and the array elements are 0, 2, 0, 3, right? These are the indexes and these are the elements. So what it is saying, that it is saying that array of 3. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3. That means 3. So it will be 3 plus 5 is less than 7 plus array of 3. That means the element which is on the index number 3rd. So again it will be 3, right? So 5 plus 3 will be 8 is less than 10. 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. 8 is less than 10. Yes, the condition is true. We will come here in the if part. We will update the value of 0th index element, right? So we will be update the value of 0th index element. So it will become 12 or 12 and array of 1. So array of 1, 12 or 12. Same will be 0 only and array of 1. Array of 1 is 2. So 0 and 2 will become 0 because if any of the operand is 0 or false, so it will make false only, right? So it will become 0. That means we have updated the value of array of 0 to 0 only. Although it is same, but we have updated, right? So we have 0 in here as well. Here is the end of if. Now again we need to update the value of array of 0 to 5 plus 6. I am updating here 5 plus 6, that means 11 plus array of 2. That means array of 2 is 0. So it will become 11. So again it is been updated to 11. Now print array of 1 plus array of 2. So array of 1 is 2 plus array of 2 is 2. So it will become 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. So the answer will be 2. I hope it is clear. Although we have updated several times the value of array of 0, but in our print statement, we were not in the need of array of 0. We used only array of 1 plus array of 2. So the array of 1 was 2 plus array of 2 was 0. So 0 plus 2 will be 2. So the answer will be 2, right? Let's move on to the next question. And this question is based on recursion, I guess. Let's see. Okay. So we have A equals to 8, B equals to 7 and C equals to 10. Then there is a function call by passing these arguments A as 10, B as 7 and C as 10. Right? Now here is a for loop. Just a minute. There is a for loop and the for loop is saying C value will start from 4 and it will go till 5 and every time it will be incremented, and in for loop we are updating the value of B to this, right? Okay. So we have C as 4. We will check for the condition whether C equals to 4 is less than equals to 5. Yes, the condition is true. We will come into the for loop. We will update the value of B. So it will be 10 plus the current value of B, right? So the current value of B is 7. So it will become 17 now. So I am updating here. B is now 17. Okay. The control will go here. It will increment the value of C. So C is now 5. Again, it will check for the condition. 5 is less than equals to 5. Yes, the condition is once again true. We will repeat the same procedure. So it will be 8 plus 2, that means 10, plus the current value of V, right? The current value of V is 17. So it will become 27. So now the value of V is 27. Again, the control will go here. It will increment the count of C. So C is now 6. Again, it will check C is, that means 6 is less than equals to 5. This time the condition is false. We will out of the for loop, and here we need to return A plus B. So A value was 8 plus B value was updated to 27, and the answer will be 35, right? 8 and 7 will be 15 and 1 carry, so it will be 35. So 35, option number 1 will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it makes sense. All right, so let's move on to the next question. The next question is, in the while loop, what we need to do, we have count as initialize 1 and result as 0. And while loop will run till the count of till the count is less than or equals to 5, right? And here we are updating the value of result plus count. And then after this, we are not even incrementing the result, right? But we are incrementing the count. That means we can say in the result, we have to add count value every time, right? This is the conclusion. So first of all, let's check for the condition. Count value is initially 1. 1 is less than equals to 5. Yes, the condition is true. We will come into the while loop, and it will update the value of result to result plus count. So initially result was 0 plus count. Count value is 1 this time. So the result will be 1. We will come here. We will increment the count value, right? So count will now 2. Again, we will check here. Count 2 is less than equals to 5. Yes. So the result will be updated to, and this count value will be updated. Will be added into this result value. That means it will be added into the result value. Again, next time when this count value will be incremented, so it will become 3. Then in the next iteration, it will become 4. Then in the next iteration, it will become 5. Then in the next iteration, when it will become 6, so this time the condition will be false. And what we need to print is, we need to print the result. But we have seen that every time we are adding count value, count updated value to the result. So result was 0 only, and every time we are updating the count value. Right, every time we are updating the count value. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 till 5. So when we take the sum of these all, we will get 15, and 15 will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it is clear. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. We have three integers p, q, r. We have p, q, and r. I'm writing separately 2 and here 6. Okay, so q assign 5 plus 7 plus r. So 5 plus 7 will be 12 plus r is 6. That means 18. So q is now updated to 18. Okay, now here if q plus 10. So 18 plus 10 plus p. P is 0 is greater than 6 plus q. Q was 18. Right? So 18 plus 10 will be 28 is greater than 24. Yes, the condition is true. We will update the value of p as well. So p will be 7 plus 6. That means 13. Plus q. Q was 18. So it will become 8 and 3, 11. The carry will be 1. So it will be 31. So p is now 31. And here we need to print p plus q plus r. So 31 plus q was 18 plus r was 6. So it will become 31 plus 24. So it will become 5, and it will become, just a minute, 5. The next question is, we have two strings. One is height and the second is keep. We have to print is spelling string plus string 2. Okay, then count console string 1 plus string 2 count vowel. And there are some instructions that count console, and we are passing as a string, returns the number of consonant in the string, right? And count vowel will return the count of the vowel in the string. And is spelling will return whether our string is palindrome or not. So what is palindrome string? If like I write x, y, x. So when I reverse it, so I will be getting x, y, x only. So I can say, yes, this is yes, this string is palindrome, right? This is all about palindrome. Now let's solve it. So what we will get, This function will return us whether the string is palindrome or not. But here we have string 2 plus string 2. That means we need to concatenate, we need to concatenate the strings. My tongue was slipping. Anyways, string 2 plus string 2. So keep plus keep. So it will become keep, keep, right? Now plus count consonants. So plus count consonants. So we need to add string 1 plus string 2. So we will be adding. So I'm not adding, I'm just directly saying that how many consonants are there. So H is a consonant, D is a consonant. So two consonants are in string 1. Then in string 2, again two consonants, K and P. So it will be 4, right? So 4 will come here, plus count vowel in string 2. So in string 2, there are two vowels only and they are E, right? So it will be 2. So it will be 2. So it will become 6. Now we need to check for this string whether this string is palindrome or not. So let's find out the reverse of this string. So we will be reversing. So P-E-E-K, P-E-E-K. So whether this string and this string are same? No, not at all. So it will return a 0 or false, right? So we will add it. So the answer will be 6 only. I hope the question is clear to you. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Next question is again kind of similar, but here we need to find out the substring of string 1 0 to 4. That means from index 0 till index 4 minus 1, or I can say that if it is 0 to 4, so we need to take 0 to 3, right? 4 will be excluded. The last digit, the last index will be excluded. It will be the substring, right? And then we need to convert that substring or that string into uppercase letter. Then we need to find out the total count of vowel in that particular string. Okay, now let's come here. First of all, we will be solving this part. Substring, and we are passing string 1, that means dear, and that means we need to find out the substring of string dear, right? So what will be the substring of string dear by taking 0 to 4? So dear, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, right? There are total 4 elements and the count will be till 3. So we need to take from 0 to 3 because 4 will be excluded. 4 minus 1, right? 0 to 3. So the substring will be complete string. 0 to 3. So it will consider as our substring only. Now we need to convert this substring into uppercase letter. So we will be updating into uppercase letter, right? We have updated. Now we need to count the vowel in this string. So vowel only are 2. So 2 will be the correct answer over here, right? The question is quite seems like difficult, but it is not difficult. Just we need to follow the instructions, then we can hit these type of questions. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. So the next question is from array. So we have total 4 elements in our array, and this is our array 1, 2, 3, 5. Now here we need to update the value of second index wala element. So it will become array of 2 will become array of 1. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. So array of 1 will be 2 and array of 0. So array of 0 is 1, right? And we need to find out the end with array of 0. That means from 1. So we will first find out the 2 and 1. So it will become 8, 4, 2, 1. So what is the binary code of 2? It will be 1, 0, 0, 0. And for 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So let's find out the end. So it will be 0, 0, 0 only because there is some 0, 0. So the answer will be 0 and 1 again will be 0. So array of 2 has been updated to 0. Right? I am writing here array of 2 has been updated to 0. Here for there is a for loop and it will run from j equals to 4 to 5. So 4 to 5 and j plus plus. In that, what we are doing, just a minute, what we are doing, array of j mod 3. Mod means the modulus operator which is useful for finding the remainder. So j mod 3. So what is the current value of j is 4, right? So we have array of j mod 3. That means 4 modulus 3 assign array of 3 plus 3. Array of 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3. So at third index, what we have 5, right? So it will become 5 plus 3 plus array of 2. So array of 2 we have updated to 0. So it will be 0. Now when we take 4 modulus 3. So when we divide 4 by 3, we will get the remainder as 1. So it will become array of 1 and it will become 8. So we have updated array of 1 as well. I'm writing here array of 1 as well. So it will be updated to 8. Right? We will come here. Now we will update again array of j mod 3. So again the same thing will happen. J is 4. 4 mod 3 equals to 4 plus array of 1. So array of 1 was 8 till now, right? So we will update here now. It will become array of 1, so it will become 12. Now again array of 1 has been updated to array of 12 and I am updating here array of 1 is equals to 12 and array of 2 was 0 only, right? And I am erasing all of the other stuff because I need to solve it further. In the previous problem, we have solved for z value equals to 4, right? Now again the z value will be incremented. Now z value will become 5 and for 5 we need to solve again. I am directly taking as 5 because I erase the for loop and it will go till 5 and here z plus plus. Okay, let's take it 4, otherwise you will feel confusion. Right, so we have solved till 4. Now again, now when j value is 5, so we will take array of 5 mod 3, right? 5 mod 3 and it will be updated array of 3. So array of 3 is 5, right? So I'm directly writing 5 plus 3 plus array of 2 is 0, right? So it will become 2, that means array of 2 or it will become 8. So now array of 2 is now 8. I have updated here. Again from here, it will be updated array of j mod 3, that means 5 mod 3, so it will be 2 only. I'm directly writing 4 plus array of 1. So 4 plus array of 1 is 12, so it will become 16 now. Again from here the control will go into the for loop. It will increment the count of j value will become 6. This time the condition will be false. We will out of the for loop and at the end of the day we need to print array of 2, that means 16 plus array of 3. So array of 3 is 5, right? So 16 plus 5 will become uh, 16 plus 5 will become 21. So 21 will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So the next question, and p value is 9, q value is 6 and r value is 5. Okay, so we have to check for a condition if p is greater than q. I'm directly saying as p, not pp, right? So p is greater than q. So p is 9 is greater than 6 and this is the logical end. R plus q. So r was 5 plus q is 6 is less than q minus r. So q is 6 minus r is 5. Okay. Now 9 is greater than 6. So it will return true or I can say 1. So I am writing true. And 5 plus 6 is 11 is less than 6 minus 5, that means 1. So this condition will become false and true and false will become false only. So the if condition will be false. Okay. So after this if, where we have to come, the at the end of the if, because we didn't go into the if part. So the end of the if part will be here only. So here we need to update the value of r to 12 plus q. So q was 6, so it will become 18. Now p plus q plus r. So p was 9, q was 6 plus r was 18. So it will become 9 and 6, 15. 15 and 8. 15 and 8 will become 23. So it will be 3. It will be 2. So 33. So 33, option number D will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it is clear to you. Right? Because the first if condition was not true. So we will come directly at the end of the if. So here is the last if. Right? So we will come here at this line r equals to 12 plus q plus q. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. And this question is again from the arrays. So we have At 0 index 3, at 1 index 1, at 2 index 4, and at 3 index we have 2. Okay, again here, if array of 2, that means array of 2, that means 4. So I'm directly writing 4 and array of 0, that means 3, and array of 3. So that means 2, right? Is less than 6 minus array of 3, that means 2, minus array of 2, that means 4, right? So let's solve it here. 4 and 3 and 2. So first of all we will solve 4 and 3. So 4 will be 1 0 0 and 3 will be 0 1 1. So we need to take and, so it will be 0 0 0. So 0 and 2 will be 0 only, so it will be 0. 0 is less than 6 minus 6. It will be 0. So 0 is less than 0. So the condition will be false. This condition will false. So we will come here at this indef part. Now we will check for this condition, right? Now after checking this condition, see, let's check for the condition. If array of 0 plus array of 3, so array of 0 is 3 plus array of 3 is 2, right, is less than array of 3. So array of 3 is 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5 is less than 2. Again the condition is false. We will come here at this part. We will update the value of array of 2. I am updating here. So it will be array of 3 plus 4. So array of 3 is 2. 2 plus 4 will be 6 plus array of 3. So array of 3 is 2. So it will be 8. Now we have updated the value of array of 2 to 8. So array of 0 was 3 only and array of 2 is 8. So 8 plus 3 will become 11 and 11 will be the correct answer for this question, option number B, right? 11 will be the correct answer for this question, option number B. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. And next question, as we have discussed multiple questions based on the same pattern, next question you have to solve in the homework and the answer is 4. Now, if you have the confusion, you can ask in the comment section. I will reply, but the answer should be 4, right? So you can check. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so A is 6, B is 4, and C is 6. We have a function and we are passing some arguments into them as 6, 4, and 6. And there is a for loop. Just a minute. For loop. C will start from 3 till goes 6, C++, and every time we are updating the value of B and the end of 4. Okay, so C is 3. The condition will check. The condition is true. We will come here in the for. So it will be C plus B. So the current value of C is 3 plus the current value of V is 4. Right? From here I am taking. So it will become 6. Control will go here. It will increment the count of C. So C will be 4. 4 is less than equals to 6. Yes. So once again the condition is true. So B will be C plus B. So C is 4 now. Plus B was 7. So it will become 11. Right? Again the condition is going to be the control will go here. It will increment the count of C. So C is 5. 5 is less than 6. Again, the condition is true. So it will be 5 plus 11, 16. Again, C value will become 6. From here, it will again come into the for part and it will be C. That means 6 plus 16. It will become 22. Once again, when C value will become 7, this time the condition is false because 7 is not less than 6. We will out of the for loop and we need to return A plus B. So A was 6, B was 22. So it will become 28. Yes, it will become 28 and 28. Option number C will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Again, based on the same pattern. For C equals to 5 till goes 7, C plus plus. Then A assign B plus C plus B. Okay, now C is 5. The condition is true. We will come here. A value will become B plus C. So B is 6 plus C is 5 plus 6. Right? Sorry, B. It is B, not 6. So B is 6. Okay, now 6 plus 6 will become 12 plus 5. 17. So A is now 17, right? C value will be updated. C value is now 6. It will come here. So B was 6 plus C is 6 plus B was 6. So it will become 18, right? So A value is now 18. So from here C value will become 7. Once again the condition is going to be true. We will come here in the if part. We will update the value of A to B plus C. So V value was 6 and C value was 7. And then again B. So it will be 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 7 is 19. Right? So it is now 19. Once again the condition, the control will go here. C value will become 8. This time the condition is false. We will out of the for loop. Return A plus B. So A is 19. B is 6 only. So it will become 25. Right? So 25 will be the correct answer for this question. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today from my side. I hope all the pseudo codes are clear to you, but still you have doubts, you can ask us in the comment section. So we will reply for sure. All right, so we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care.